Coming out with it, it's Stewart. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Running inside, it's Marshall. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. That's exactly what happened there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Underwood. Catch in the middle, it's Marshall. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Really nice job by the running back setting up that angle route. He's making it look like he's running to the flat, and then he puts his foot in the ground, cuts back across the defender's face, and makes himself an easy target for the quarterback.
Now on first down from the 30. Wide receiver comes in motion. On the move, it's Marshall. Finding some room. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. Play action with Underwood. Pocket breaking down. And down he goes.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Throwing, Underwood. Got his man in the middle. And he gets it done on 3rd down. They move the chains and they'll mark it at the 44. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion, move the sticks.
And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That's reeled in. It's Marsh. Makes the grab and a nice gain. Gets it to the 35. The Wolverines go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle. You saw it on that play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. Underwood on the play action. Under fire. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the connection, the pressure there caused the missed timing.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there, more and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
This opening drive, methodical, efficient. They'll snap it for the 9th time on 3rd and short. Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Makes the grab. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And of course he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. On the direct snap, it's Ballard Equalosi. He is denied, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots.
Looking for the end zone, and he takes it out for the score. Touchdown, Wolverine. They're on the board first here in the season opener.
The offense goes to see, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all his ability on that TV.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he's going to bring this one out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Now here's Russell. He's going to take a shot right away. Brings it down on the right side. A huge play there, and he has them set up and in business at the 30. High-flying pass catchers and the Crimson Tide. That combination wasn't right at the top of your mind, say, 30 years ago.
No, it used to be.
Makes a catch, and he will score. Touchdown Tide. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you could string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the point after is good. The returner will field it and bring it back. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. This drive will open from the 15. The run inside. It's Marshall. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on that RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
And the Wolverines with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Underwood. There's the pressure. can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
And that's a big throw. That's a big-time throw on 3rd and really long, making a play, not putting the ball in harm's way. But I love what the defense did, man. They understood where the sticks were, and they weren't letting their playmaker get behind there. They were going to come up, make a sure tackle, and force the 4th down. And now you can make the decision on what you want it to be, but I like the execution by the defense.
In this drive from the 28-yard line. Russell on play action. Pressure coming. Got him for the sack. This defense turning up the intensity. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. We've got a good one going here, and looking forward to keep those vibes rolling here in the second. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Keelan Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. Lots of running room. He's showing it all. The juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. Just got to get him to the ground quickly.
They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They give it to the freshman, his first carry. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Russell. Here's a heat. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Big noise, big house, trying to rile up this Michigan defense on 3rd down. Off the RPO, complete. He's dragged down at the 12. Chip shot field goal range, but might they go for it here on 4th down? And the field goal unit is on the field. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. And he uses the old bank shot to knock it off the left upright and get it through somehow. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
He's out of bounds at his own 16-yard line, and he just couldn't find the corner on that return. The Michigan offense heads out to get this drive started. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. On the option. He'll toss it. Got a little space. He'll work his way up to the 24-yard line before being shoved out of bounds.
Just really solid play by this offense. Nice job. Whatever the defense gives you, the option, they're trying to make you wrong. The problem is, defensively, you got so much to cover. Nice chunk gain. Just remember, that quarterback can also stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, and make plays, too.
Play fake, Underwood. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And a big defensive tackle getting off the rock. Nice job seeing play action, understand his pass, beats the guard, gets to the quarterback, and gets the QB on the ground.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Lined up in the gun on 3rd down, Underwood. Got a man in the middle. Goes down immediately, but he's got plenty and a fresh set of downs here. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
Here we go.
Throwing, Underwood. Works the middle of the field. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
The Wolverines are marching down the field. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
If you're going to attack and have success against man coverage, then you've got to have great timing between the quarterback and the wide receiver. Really nice rapport. You could tell these two have been spending a lot of time this offseason throwing to one another.
And the Wolverines will snap it on 1st and 10. Running inside. It's Marshall. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And as you start to settle into games as a play call, you start to figure out what works and what doesn't work. And they really got to find a way to get this running game going. They haven't figured it out yet. Like, maybe get the ball more on the perimeter. Find a way to get the ball to running back in space. This offense really has to find a way to get the ground game going.
Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down. The Wolverines come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. The give on the inside. Powers through the defender. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
Nice 1st down defense. Great job being physical, understanding the chances of run are high. They come up, they get the back on the ground, forcing a 2nd down and long situation.
operating in the red zone here on second down. They go play action. Bryce Underwood. Pass rush. Gets there. Gets home. Gets him down at the 23. The Tide will have to call their first timeout. The brain trust getting thoughts together for this big third down coming up. Quite a bit of work to do on third down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. Looks as if he's going to run it. Stopped short of the first down marker, and now they might have to settle for the field goal and maybe tie the game going into the half. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this fourth down. It's good. And that's going to give us a tie ball game.
Man, so many more times we're going to say go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Throwing Russell. Quickly out to the tight end. And that was some kind of collision between a couple of big bodies there, and he stopped from getting the first down. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Looking to pass. It's Russell. Rushes on him. Got him downfield. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
And it's hard to imagine a defense losing the big fella, losing the tight end, but where was the coverage? Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Keelan Russell. Under fire. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple of catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. Again, it's Russell. Unloads it left. He's got an open man. A likely touchdown-saving tackle, but the catch and run takes it down to the 7. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. The corners are walked up tight. It's complete to the right. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now? Going into the half with the lead, with the momentum.
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room, probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive aggressive will the play calling be? Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Bringing the heat. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. To the air, it's Underwood. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a play, it's intercepted. Going the other way, and he's got room. Inside the... He takes it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. We kick things off with Boston College taking on the Illinois Fighting Illini. And it's the Eagles sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. This will push them to 2-0 on the season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Snap it to the back. He's gonna lose a yard on that one.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. They go play action with Russell. Firing to the right, complete. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by them.
Maybe some room here. Picks up the first down. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wolverines offense heads out, ready to go on the attack. There's still plenty of time, but you see that 21-point deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. On the ground with the counter. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him 1.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them into more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Underwood. Makes the grab on the left. Breaks the tackle. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27. You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on 2nd down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks in a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a 3rd down.
He's got his man. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line. in short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Marshall. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
These RPO runs, they're like body blows. I like them because it just sort of chips away at a defense. You'll take these kind of gains all game long. You keep running the football this way, you're going to keep moving the sticks. You're going to keep driving this defense back, so keep at it with the RPO game.
Throwing, Underwood. Unloads to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And the Wolverines are moving quickly down the field. To the air, it's Underwood. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
This time on target. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Really nice job responding by the offense here. They watched the opponent go down the field and score a touchdown on that last drive. And you can see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. So close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense. We thought we'd see a little wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. On the direct snap, it's Underwood. Touchdown, Wolverines! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball, but man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You've got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he's got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
Bringing it out. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. The Alabama offense coming onto the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. Snags a quick pass on the left. Just never gives you a clean shot at him as he gets out to the 28. The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the second level of the defense, getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
With the first down, they'll put it in play from the 33. They'll give it to him again. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Fires to the middle. He's got it. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
Really nice play getting that first down. And listen, I know when a lot of people think about the Crimson Tide recently, they think about the success they've had at the quarterback position. A big reason why, though, those guys have been playing so well, they're throwing the NFL talent all over the place.
Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
That's his second sack of the ball game. That dude is getting after the quarterback offensively. What's my adjustment? First of all, I'm going to roll out away from him. I'm going to double team him. Let somebody else beat me, not that guy, because his speed off the edge is killing him.
They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Russell stands in and takes the hit. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
The offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Big noise in the big house for this huge third down play. Now here's Russell. Here comes the heat. And this is going to be incomplete on third.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on third down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Alabama will bring the punt team on the field. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Couldn't get away from that cover team, and they've got him down at the 23. Play of this drive will come from their own 23. Working the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Making great decisions. That's what all of the legendary Michigan quarterbacks have done. John Navarre, Elvis Grbac, and the guy I can't remember, drafted in the 6th round by the Patriots.
Yeah, that guy, what was his name? Tom Brady? Yeah, I think that's his name. Yeah, he was pretty good too. But when you think about Michigan, you don't always think about the quarterbacks, and you don't always think about airing it out. But again, if you want to be a great college football team nowadays, you better be able to throw that pigskin.
Through 3/4 of play, and both of these quarterbacks have put up some stats. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Quarterback making adjustments. Motion from the wide receiver. Here's Underwood to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. The run inside. It's Marshall. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
How about the job by this defense today? They knew what they were getting into. A really good running back. We talked to him this week. It was the main focus point of this offense, stopping the run game, stopping the run game. Boy, have they showed up and showed out and answered that challenge.
Bryce Underwood from the gun on third down. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. They absolutely had to have that third down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get to third down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Here's Bryce Underwood to throw. Got his man. Oh, he's got some space. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch him right into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes passes where I just threw it really short, and he did the rest of the work.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive. Breaks free in the middle. Smashes him with the stiff arm. Ripped off the huge chunk play all the way to the 31-yard line. First down here as we dive into the college football season. A Week 1 clash that has been worth every minute of it so far. Right back to the well. Makes it past the marker. Might have a chance. And there they go again. Another huge gain on the ground.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion. Breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Finds his big tight end.
Nice job, defense. You always hear people talk about tackling the catch. You saw it right there. There was nowhere for that receiver to go once he had possession. As a result, no gain.
They bring an extra DB onto the field as they try to stop this fourth quarter score. Now on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, and they finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
Quarterback has to have command in those situations. You cannot afford a penalty like that deep in your own territory. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Underwood. Oh, they're after him. Being chased. Unloads to the right. Makes the grab. Finally corralled, but not picks up the first down. The Wolverines want to pick up the tempo. Clock stops and we reach the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line.
Ready.
Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Pocket breaking down. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense there. First off, getting pressure initially and then forcing him outside the pocket. After that, excellent effort. All eyes on the quarterback, and you see the speed this defense has. They're going to be putting a lot of heat on this guy throughout the game.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Throwing, Underwood. Fires to the wideout. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
Deep to shallow. That's what I have to understand that as a defensive guy. I take away those passes beyond the sticks, and then I react to those quick throws they have to the running back. It's my athlete versus yours. The defense won that battle.
Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. Maybe a crease. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Give him 6 and give them a chance with the late touchdown still alive in this one.
If we had any chance to make this happen, we had to score. With a little bit of time on the clock. Now we need a miracle. Now we need to kick the onside, get an onside kick, and somehow, some way, make a big play.
And the extra point splits the uprights. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. Just over 50 seconds to go. They're trying to pull off a comeback, and they'll need to get this onside kick to do it. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
Well, here in the fourth quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. We got the hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. So we've got a tight spot here, David. They'd love to run out the clock, but all those timeouts staring at them.
Yeah, they got 3 timeouts on defense, but I know a first down ends this football game. So I got to get my guys physical, ready to roll.
Yeah, because you know this defense is going to be playing the run. They're going to be loading the box, trying to get tackles, using their timeouts to get the football back. So this is going to come down to who's better in the trenches.
They'll go to the ground. Pulled down for the tackle. Michigan wants to stop the clock. They'll use the timeout. It's their second. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you've got to use your timeout. You've got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
These fans stepping up to help this defense on third down. On the move. They get him stopped at the 32. A solid pickup, but it will bring up a fourth down and decision time. Michigan choosing to spend its final timeout here. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. They'll keep the offense on the field on fourth down already with a 1-possession lead. Here's a quick throw out to the left. Breaks into the open.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with a win, David.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
How much fun was that? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.